I see some people learn nothing from the LA riots.
The owner of a cash for gold store wasted no time defending himself and his business from two armed robbers.
Watch this surveillance video from last Thursday at a cash for gold store on Town East Boulevard in Mesquite. Tien, who doesn't want us to use his last name out of safety, is in the back of the store when two masked and hooded men come inside. One pulls out a gun and a shootout starts.
Everything was slow motion to me. I saw the mask, I saw the hoodie, I saw the gun come out.
Tien shot first, and the two armed men fired back 3 times. No one was hurt, but bullets hit the glass counter, the walls, and Tien's golf bag.
Luckily, it wasn't me.
This isn't the first time Tien's had to defend his store. Watch this surveillance video from July 2019. Again, 2 armed men come into the store. When they try to get to Tien in the back of the store, he fires off a warning shot, and it scares them off.
I think it's...
Some of y'all are gonna learn to leave these Asian store owners alone because they're not playing with y'all. Remember the rooftop Koreans during the LA riots?
David Ju was in Koreatown when the riots broke out.
It was April 29, 1992. I was staying in my store as an extra store manager.
LA's Korean community has been especially hard hit by the rioting because many inner city stores are Korean owned.
We are pretty much on our own, so what should we do? So, you know, no option. We have to defend our store.
And that's exactly what Ju and dozens of other Korean store owners did.
So only one thing in my mind was a mission.
The crazy thing is, what's crazy to me is how young these dudes looked. I assure you, they didn't walk into a gun store and buy their guns legally. So here's the question I have for all the people who scream we need more gun control laws. What gun control law would have helped this store owner? You think limiting the amount of bullets in this store owner's gun would have helped him? You think a universal background check would have stopped these kids from getting their hands on guns that they used? You think a criminal is going to obey a law that says he can only have 10 rounds in a gun that he's about to use to commit a robbery? Maybe this store owner should have put a gun-free zone sign on the front door of his store. That would have stopped them. At this point, gun laws are a liability to our safety, not a benefit. Anyone who believes gun laws actually works is someone who lived in a mental vacuum of false utopia, where once you make something a law, it automatically stops criminals who, by definition, don't follow laws. Laws stop good people, and only good people can stop bad criminals. There were no cops to stop these robbers. Joe Biden wasn't there to stop these robbers. The anti-gun lobby wasn't there to stop these robbers. The only person in a position to stop these robbers was the store owner, AKA a good guy with a gun. And which is weird to me because you get so many people who laugh at that concept and laugh at that idea, yet I can show video after video after video of good guys with guns stopping bad guys with guns, and yet and still they think the solution and the answer is more gun control that limits the good guy. If a criminal is not willing to obey the law, sure, they can be punished after breaking the law. It's one thing if we're talking about, say, a criminal who decides to sell drugs. Yes, drugs are illegal. We have laws that say you are not supposed to sell drugs. Well, the criminal goes and sells drugs, and then he gets punished for it after the fact. The problem is when you start talking about criminals actually using guns to rob people, the laws that you are creating designed to help take the gun away from the criminal are also taking the gun away from the actual law-abiding citizen. And so what ends up happening is a dynamic where the criminal doesn't obey the law because he's not scared of the consequence and thus still has a gun, whereas the law-abiding does follow the law, which results in him not having a gun to protect himself from the criminal who doesn't obey the law. It's not really that complicated. It's kind of an elusive obvious, but for some reason, people just refuse to see that. And a lot of it stems from the fact that a lot of people are scared of the idea that they have to use a gun to protect themselves or that no one will be there to protect them for them. But that's the reality we live in. The cops won't be there. Biden won't be there. No one's going to be there except for you and the criminal. And in the off chance that someone is there to help you, bravo. But you really, really want to put your trust in that? I'm pretty sure you don't. So whether you like the idea of having to defend yourself or not, you don't have a choice. You're going to have to defend yourself if that situation arises. And you're going to wish that you had a firearm to do it. And you're also going to wish that there weren't laws that prevented you from having the best firearm that made you the best capable to defend yourself and the people that you love. Now, here's the crazy thing. Some prosecutors and even some cops don't like good guys with guns stopping bad guys with guns because it invalidates their control and power, or they're in the pockets of the anti-gun lobby. So instead of treating you like a good guy, they treat you like a bad guy and try to charge you with a crime. Or if one of these kids were hit, one of their delusional family members or parents will try to sue for money in civil court. That's why I believe if you own a gun or any weapon for protection, you need some type of membership in an organization that provides you some type of concealed carry insurance, like a membership in USCCA, who is the sponsor of my channel. I've partnered with the USCCA because it is the most comprehensive membership for gun owners. So if you'd like to learn more about a USCCA membership, I'll put a link in the description section of this video. And also, I want to announce the release of my line of embroidered premium hoodies like the one that I'm wearing right now in this video. Currently, I'm wearing the black on black AK version, but they also come in all of the classic and new Pew Pew Life designs like the Need Money for Pew Pew and the Need Money for Guns design as well. So click the link in the description section of this video to grab a hoodie, or two if you have a hoodie kleptomaniac girlfriend, and then hit the USCCA link to learn more about the USCCA. But before you do any of that, I want you to leave a comment, click the thumbs up, and then subscribe to the channel and hit the bell symbol.